Go to the settings. You can watch this video in Telugu, Hindi, Bumba, Bumba, Bo. Lot of people make Kheema Biryani, but it doesn't have a life. It doesn't give that required flavor. When the bone is missing, the Keema loses that aroma. But I'm going to fix it with the kind of biryani I'm going to make today. This Kheema Biryani, Keema is definitely a hero. But a lot of people make the Kheema Biryani without a story. So the story we're going to add is the methi leaves. The methi leaves is like the heroine. But who is the villain? Who else? The baingan, the brinjal, the eggplant is the villain. But the potato is a comedian who will be at the bottom. This biryani is something you will just love. Because this biryani gets its soul with all these ingredients. Like a good movie, this biryani will taste fantastic. First, we are going to cook the keema in such a way that it brings out the full flavor. So first add oil, add chopped onion and let this onion cook till they are slightly colored. Always add a pinch of salt and cook it slowly. In this, add some ginger garlic paste, green chili, some turmeric. Now add mint leaves. That will bring out the full aroma. In this, add the keema. The keema you buy should have a little bit of fat also. Cook this keema till it looks like the scrambled egg. Cook this with the lid on, and when much of the moisture is gone, you will start seeing that there is slight caramelization of your keema. Now you can add the spices, the chili powder, pinch of garam masala, coriander powder, some cumin powder and tomatoes. Not just tomatoes, we're going to add some eggplant also. So this eggplant will give some more body with flavor. We have a very famous saying, baingan ka bata suno, magar baingan mat bano. So we need to have the villain, but it should not dominate. So this eggplant will only give a very good taste to your biryani. Now mix all of this. Even though the tomatoes will give a little bit of sourness you need, the curd becomes the foundation of good flavor. So add some curd. Put the lid on and let it cook on a slow flame. This flavor combination is from Turkey and Greek, and when you make biryani like this, it will be absolutely bomba bomba. After a few minutes of cooking, switch off the flame and check this out. This is beautiful. The keema is perfectly done and it's almost done. So now we have to assemble this into a biryani, and let's see how we do it. The heavy bottom biryani pan. In this, first we're going to add some oil. In this, you're going to put a bed of onions. You can actually add nice slices of onion. Even if the onions get burnt, it will add a good aroma but not burnt flavor. Now we're going to add thin layer of small pieces of potato. Look at the size of these potatoes. On top of these onions, they rest. That's it. Sprinkle a little bit of salt. Now, the keema, you have to arrange it on top. A nice layer of this keema goes on top. Once you do the biryani this way, you will have perfect keema biryani. Okay, look at this nice layer. We're going to add some of this keema later. Now, this is the methi leaf. Just add on top of this a very thin layer. Methi has a very nice strong aroma. If you want, you could have added these methi leaves while you're cooking the keema too. Now we're going to cook rice and put it on top of this. To hot boiling water, add a little bit of whole garam masala and shahi jeera. Add some oil, enough salt to make this water taste like sea salt water. No matter how many times I do biryani, I always have to check the taste of this water. In this, add basmati rice that has been soaked for at least 30 minutes in water. Mix this rice and cook this rice till it is almost 80% done. Now, this rice is almost 75-80% done. That's when drain out that extra moisture and spread this rice on top of this mixture. Okay. So, the heat from the bottom and the hot rice on the top will make this cook perfectly. For a biryani, the flavor of fried onions is must. So add as much as brown onions as much as you want. Add the keema, the leftover keema. This keema is so good that I ate some of it already. But now spread this keema on top of this rice and one last layer of the leftover rice. People tell biryani is an emotion, all that, whatever, but when you make the biryani like this, it's an art. Some more onion, and do not forget saffron water on top, some rose water and kevra water. Layering the rice carefully is a must. And putting a dum is very important. It's like tucking your baby into the sheets so that you can do your night activity, and this dum will let them sleep well. So nice seasoning, the aroma, everything will make this biryani brilliant. Making this keema biryani, you need to add that extra effort, but the end result, we're going to seal this and cook it on a slow heat. Make a soft dough, and like a garland, it goes on top of this biryani handi. The dough has to be nice, soft. This has a vent, so seal the vent. Put this on top and press it. This will seal the steam and let it cook in its own juices. Now we are going to put a weight. We call it wife, always upside down. Whatever you do, she goes against it. But when it's biryani, it works wonder. Add some weight on top. And now this biryani, you don't need to cook for 30 minutes. 15 minutes is good enough. First 5 minutes, put it on a slightly high flame. When you start seeing the steam coming out, reduce it on a slow flame for the next 10 minutes and switch it off. And after 4-5 minutes, then serve the biryani hot. That's when the biryani will have its soul, aroma, and perfect. If you make this biryani regularly, your neighbor will hate you or love you. If you are a guy who shares your biryani, he'll love you. But you enjoy this biryani all by yourself, absolutely they will hate you. So get into sharing. Share the biryani. After around 20 minutes of slow cooking, let's remove the weight. Now, come on, baby. The thing is, we're going to serve this upside down. So first, let's try and remove this dough. Now, just remove this rice from the top. Nice, colorful, beautiful rice, which we're going to serve it on top. Even at the hotel, when you serve the biryani, we make sure the beautiful looking rice is kept aside and sprinkled on top. Now this biryani will go upside down on a banana leaf. Now very carefully, just make it upside down. That's it. Now, the potato perfectly cooked. Look at it. Nice, full of keema, and transfer this rice on top of it. Give some salad and some raita. If you want your biryani to be fully flavorful, you got to make that little extra effort. And look at this biryani, full of keema, the masala, and my God, this is something you cannot skip. This is to fall in love with. Now, it's all about de tinidu. De tinidu means dil bhar ke khana. So friends, let's dig in. For 1 kg of keema, you got to use only 500 grams of rice, not more. That's when, look at this. Nice masaladar. Worldwide minced meat and eggplant is a great combination. When you make this biryani, I'm telling you, super. The Greeks have mastered it, the Turkians have enhanced it, and I made it absolutely boomba boomba. Make biryani like this, life worth living. Every morsel of this biryani is worth living for. The potatoes in between, the eggplant, this is a complete full story. Make it like this and I'll guarantee you, your biryani will be top class. You might have failed making a perfect keema biryani, but make it like this. This is better than any of the biryanis you ever made. Make it, eat it, and keep saying, absolutely boomba boomba.